Hi Aquarius, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages for the upcoming week. This is going to be a general reading, so please just be mindful of that. If you're after a personalized tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. I will list my email address below the video. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? So, quite an interesting spread. There seems to be a lot that's happening here, or a lot that's about to happen. Okay, so you might have quite a turbulent week ahead. I think now's a really good time for you to try and spend a little bit more time with yourself, because it feels like there's just so many thoughts here that are racing through your head, and you're not really giving, the thought or the emotion, the intention behind the thought, a lot of attention. Okay, it feels like it's kind of like accumulating and piling up on you, and it's leaving you in this very stressed out, frenzied kind of energy. So you've come up as a Knight of Swords, a Two of Swords, and a Ten of Swords. And because swords are a weapon, ultimately, they do carry pain. So it feels like there's something here that's causing you a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, maybe a lot of anger or resentment, some of which does seem self-inflicted. Not in the sense that someone here has caused you hurt and, I'm saying that you're to blame, but it feels like even though if someone here has hurt you and they've pained you, of course you have to feel those emotions, right? Good and bad, you have to feel it to heal it. You gotta, do some cleansing, some purging. You have to get it out of your system. You cannot bury it inside of you. It's going to resurface and haunt you. But what you're doing is maybe you're fixating on it too much, or you're still, because you are not able to remove this person from your life, or you're not able to move on mentally from what this person said or did to you, you're giving it that much more power, and you're giving it that much more fuel for it to live on in your current present situation. So it's something here is draining you of your energy, and it's not serving you positively at all. The Baphomet has the wings of a bat, and it is a creature that sucks the lifeblood out of its prey. So either you yourself are involved in a toxic relationship or in a toxic situation, or it is or maybe you're dealing with a toxic person, or it is yourself who has toxic traits that are then damaging to your health, your emotional, your mental, your spiritual, or your physical health. And this is depleting you of your energy. But because this is something that you do habitually or naturally, maybe you're not aware of it. One of which I think is your way of thinking, because I feel like for some of you, your thoughts are not, they're not, serving your highest good here. You're kind of holding yourself back, or you're holding on to words that were spoken or words that aren't spoken here. And there's a lot of blockages, okay? A lot of blockages in the energies emotionally as well as energetically. So if you're trying to release someone and let go of someone, something, or pain, a situation of some sort, so as long as you hate that thing, or so as long as you resent that, very person or that very situation, you will always be attached to it, okay? So it's important to then release yourself. Release yourself from this person, from a habit, from any toxicities, from a toxic situation, from a toxic person, or release yourself from your own, toxic traits here, so that you can liberate yourself. because I'm seeing that there is some sort of, someone might have hurt you, betrayed you, may have cheated on you, someone, he may have really broken your trust. And forgiving this person, it doesn't mean that you're essentially telling them, you know what, it's okay, what you did is okay. That's not what you're saying. That's not what forgiveness is all about. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strength and of the strong and never the weak. It is coming to terms with what's happened, not necessarily being okay with it, but coming to terms with what has happened, acceptance, which is what I think is very important here. The fact that the Tower card has shown up does feel like your energy is currently under the influence of a Tower moment, okay? And it feels uncomfortable, it feels painful, it feels a little bit stagnated. You know, there may be a lot of chaos, but it feels like there are things happening all around you, but not for you. It could feel like your normal structured world is thrown into chaos and suddenly in a lot of disarray. It could feel like you're all over the place. It could also mean that there are certain things that are happening right now, although it feels like they're difficult, they're turbulent, you know, they're challenging. It is essentially for your greater good. So, for instance, some of you maybe, you know, there's a lot of blockages and you're repeating similar relationships with just different people, or you're experiencing similar karmic lessons with different people, with different situations, and you don't understand why. It's because essentially, you know, the lesson isn't being learned here. So whatever it is that you don't learn, you'll experience that lesson over and over again. And for some of you, I feel like there is, and it's either your shadow self here is taking over, or there is something here that you're doing, or you're giving into an energy which is a very negative influence on you or on your current situation, okay? And you need to, so there is a lot of, like, it could be insecurities, it could be toxicities, it could be self-limiting beliefs, it could be, you know, the inner dialogue you tell yourself. It could be the fact that, you know, you're hurting and you just don't know how to let go, or you don't know how to put yourself onto the healing path of wellness. There could be resistance in your energy, and maybe you're not ready. But it's that shadow self of you that I feel like is hindering your growth. Okay, and there are certain things. The reason why you're being made to feel uncomfortable, okay, whether it is you find out that your partner has cheated on you, or whether it's, you know, you've lost your job, or, you know, whatever has gone into complete chaos here, the reason why you're being made to feel uncomfortable is because the universe wants to bring about some changes in your life. And because you're so accustomed to this person or this situation or things going a certain way, right? Because you're so accustomed to that, you otherwise wouldn't have seen who this person really is. You otherwise wouldn't have known what other opportunities or possibilities are available to you. Okay, so some doors need to be closed for new doors to be open. Some people need to take an exit from your life for new people to enter your life. And you're being made to feel uncomfortable right now because the universe wants you to enter a cycle of growth and transformation. So don't resist the changes, embrace it. And these are your messages. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Bye.